Yes, people, football chat with Darns, episode 12, and today we're going to be talking a bit more about futsal. So, in my previous video, I did kind of touch on it briefly, and I think I'd be doing myself an injustice by not talking on a topic that affects me so closely and many people around me. So, yeah, for those that don't know, the FA came out with a statement on the 24th of September basically saying that they're cutting all funding to the elite level of futsal. So they're cutting their budget from what was previously just under £1 million right down to 50,000. And the impact of this is that they're not going to be providing funding to the elite leagues, neither the national teams. So that's men's, that's senior team under 21s right down to youth level, and also there were plans for a female team which have now been cancelled. Now, yeah, this has caused loads of negative feedback on Twitter and social media. It hasn't, well, for obvious reasons, hasn't been received well at all. To be honest, what was my opinion? Yeah, I was shocked, to be fair. Something I didn't see coming. I mean, futsal and other indoor sports have struggled with COVID with the guidelines. A lot of these sports haven't been able to get underway, and this has been the case for futsal. There's been numerous sort of dates for leagues returning which haven't been able to take place, but yeah, no, it's not really the thing you expect from your leading organisation in England. And yeah, what I'll do, I'm just going to read. I'll read parts of the statement that the FA came with 2 days ago. So what day is it now? Saturday. So this was on Thursday. The FA kind of came a statement, and I'll just read bits of it for those that ain't seen it. But it just basically says that as a result of the budget cuts to do with COVID, funding will no longer be provided for elite England futsal teams, and we will significantly reduce for grassroots futsal from this season onwards. So not only is it the elite level that will be affected, it's the grassroots. This is the youth football. This is youth futsal. Sorry, so basically all people that are playing futsal are going to be affected. And yes, it goes on to this moan about COVID. FA is going to have losses of 300 million. Blah blah blah. Despite this decision, they still recognise it's important, but that's bollocks basically. And they're just saying, yep, they're committed to reviewing the fast forward with futsal strategy along with the future governance model in light of the significant reduction in funding. We recognise that the England futsal team may progress further in Futsal Euro 2020, and we will provide a further update on this in due course if required. So yeah, my interpretation on this is just that, yeah, it's just a big slap in the face really from the FA, and yeah, they basically just said fuck futsal. That's my interpretation of it basically. Yeah, I'm not going to read any more of that. But yeah, so I mean, it's not just in England where this news has spread, it's kind of spread across the world. We've had a few of the Spanish national team players, they have come out and said a few things. Even I saw the tweet from Ricardinho. See if I can just find it now. He come out and said something also. Yeah, and it's really causing a storm on Twitter. Doug Reid, a player that plays for England futsal team, he come out a tweet and saying that the only body providing support for futsal is the Premier League, and this is in their academies. So again, that funding's only going to the elite level side, but for footballers. And for those that know, these sort of futsal academies within football teams aren't always the best schemes in general anyway. So it's they're neglecting, say, the whole sport of futsal in the view that this is going to better support men's football. That's effective their rationale. Their reason is that they think that, their priority is just obviously the men's football winning the World Cup or the Euros, and for them, so So basically, that's their number one priority, and it seems as though anything other than that futsal is almost like, right, cool, that's not important. But you compare this to other countries, and like they're doing the opposite. They're investing further into futsal, and I think we've always, well, I'm 24 years old, and from when I was young, I've always heard of people complaining about our English players aren't technical enough. That's where we let ourselves down when you compare to the likes of, like, if we just stay in Europe compared to your Spains and your Germanys. So, but then futsal was always like known as that sport that kind of develops the technical skills when you're younger, and was perhaps why those other countries are way ahead of us in that aspect of things. And to be doing this is just, yeah, it's just so many back steps, isn't it, really? After, yeah, so my background in sort of futsal is I've been playing for the last 6 years, and throughout a lot of that time it's been one of the fastest growing sports in England. And it's just a shame that this now, yes, I understand COVID, it's going to affect all industries, all sectors, but if if we stay in on the futsal topic, it's just such a backward step when you consider the progress that the sport has made. And yeah, I mean, just high profile players have always spoken about their futsal upbringing and how it's helped them. So even just recently, just last week, Martinez, the goalkeeper for Aston Villa, in his interview on Sky Sports, he just said how he's comfortable with the ball at his feet, playing out from the back because of his background in Argentina playing futsal. So, and he's not the first player to come out and openly talk about this. So just like the likes of Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo, they all like grew up playing futsal. And yeah, a recent more example in the Premier League again, Max Kilman playing for Wolves. He's actually played for this England futsal team. So there's a modern day example of how players within sort of the higher leagues in futsal in England can translate into the highest levels of football in England in the Premier League. So yeah, it's crazy for me, and I think it'll be interesting to see now how the FA do respond to this, if at all, to be honest, because yeah, I wouldn't put it past them just keeping quiet really. And yeah, there is sort of like a petition going round, and what I'll do, I will put the link in the description, because yeah, that's on like nearly 1,900 signatures. So the more people that sign that, the better. If you are watching that, and yeah, just sign it, man. It takes literally 2 minutes, and yeah, see what can be done. See what can be done, because yeah, the reason why I'm wearing this top is because this is a Nottingham Trent University top. This is my kit I wore when I played futsal there, many years ago when I was at university. And yeah, I just thought I had to wear it because it's got some of my best memories have been playing futsal. So yeah, for me it's a shame. I'm disappointed. I know I'm not the only one, but yeah, futsal won't die. I'm sure that there's the players, the coaches, the leagues won't allow this to sort of like mess up all the progress, and like the amount of people, the amount of young people that are passionate about the sport. I'm sure they won't let it die. And yeah, I'm sort of going to be one of them people. And I think yeah, that's why I had to come and just make a little video and talk on the issues of what's going on. But yeah, I will yeah, we'll see how we go. But nah, that's today's episode. Just yeah, no football chat, just more futsal related. But yeah, if you don't know much about futsal, go check it out. Yeah, get yourself on YouTube. Just literally search futsal. Yeah, check out some of like the World Cup games. I think that would be a good place to start. There's some really good games and good footage out there. Thanks again for everyone watching. If you've made it to the end, subscribe if you like it, and then you can just see more videos. But yeah, calm.